Hey everyone, Hitesh here from ET's personal tech team. Now today we're giving you a look at the brand new Honor 10. This is Honor's latest flagship and this is the box that it comes in. So don't pay much attention to the box. Actually, this is not the India retail unit. This is a pre-release that they've given us. So it actually says for sale and warranty in mainland China only. This is the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant. So let's take a look at what we get in the box. There is the phone itself. We'll keep that off to the side for a second. The SIM eject tool, some basic paperwork, USB Type-C cable, and this is a fast charger in the box. It's 5 volt 2 amp or 9 volt 2 amp. So that's as far as the box contents go. Let's take a look at the device itself. Now this is something that Honor calls the Aurora glass design. It's a glass front and back. And you can see how it reflects the light in just so many different colors. I'm not sure if the camera really can pick that up. It's not a mirror finish per se, but it just bends and refracts the light in so many different ways. In certain angles it's purple, there's a purple hue, in certain angles it's blue. But essentially this is going to be available in 2 colors. This is the blue and there's also a black version. Another unique thing about this phone is something that you can make out right away. It has a fingerprint scanner in front, but it is actually under the glass. So it's not behind the display. Let me try and get you a closer look at that. If you can make out this tiny oval outline on the front, that is where the fingerprint sensor is. It's not behind the display, it's under the display and behind the glass. So there's no separate, like a ceramic or a capacitive fingerprint reader that most phones have. This is actually behind a layer of glass and it's an ultrasonic under glass fingerprint reader. So we'll take a look at that and see how well it works in just a minute. Quick look around the device. On top, I can see a mic and an infrared emitter. Let me see if I can get you a closer look. That's the infrared on top. There's a dual camera at the back. This is a 24 megapixel plus 16 megapixel AI camera. Over here we have the speaker, USB Type-C, headphone jack 3.5mm. And we have the power and volume on the right. Everything else looks pretty conventional. Now this is obviously a full view display and this is the latest phone with a notch. So let's power it on, take a look at the interface, the screen, and all that this phone has to offer. Alright, now that we have the basic setup done, let's try and unlock with the fingerprint. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was fast. Let's try it again. Power off. 1, 2, 3. That is a quick fingerprint. I thought it might be a little slower than the capacitive, but it seems just as quick. Now you can get a better look at the notch. Possibly let's open a wide screen. There you go. So now you can see what the notch looks like on this phone. The notch houses the earpiece, the camera, and a couple of other sensors, the proximity and the light sensor. There is a little bit of an extra chin in this phone, so that could be a negative depending on which way you look at it. And the reason for that extra chin compared to other notch phones is obviously because of the fingerprint reader, which is located in this area in the chin. Other than that, the phone looks really good. It's a nice size. It's a 5.84 inch screen and it's a 2280 by 1080 pixels, 19:9 aspect ratio. Now everything on the home screen in terms of the UI and fair amount of preloaded apps. Let me just have a look here. There is a game folder with about 5 games, some top apps here: Instagram, Netflix, Truecaller, UC browser, Facebook Messenger, Facebook of course pre-installed. Now in terms of the tools here, there is a smart controller for the universal. There's an IR port on top So there's a smart controller there, and a lot of Honor's own apps which you cannot uninstall. So now what else about this phone? Yes, the sides are aluminum and a very nice sheen of blue. 24 megapixel front camera as well, and 24 plus 16 at the rear, as I've already mentioned. This uses Honor's proprietary AI tech. So the artificial intelligence system automatically decides what you're shooting, what conditions, what lighting conditions, what's the subject like, and then automatically adjusts all the settings to give you the perfect shot. In terms of the the hardware, this is their own high silicon Kirin 970 processor. This is an octa-core processor, and obviously it goes head to head with the Snapdragon 845. So this is a flagship SoC in every sense, and it does give you all the performance that you need. This also is a 6 GB RAM and 128 GB storage, and there's Wi-Fi, AC, Bluetooth 4.2, a 3400 milliamp hour battery. In terms of the interface, again, let's take a quick look at what extras we get over here. Navigation dock, you get eye comfort and the display settings, things that you can do with the notch. You can actually hide the notch if you don't like it. There you go. Now the notch is hidden on top, and you can go back to the default view wherein your your battery signals and signal strength and the clock etc are shown on the top left and right. So you have that option as well. You can adjust the screen resolution downwards to save power. That's interesting. Smart assistants, you have of course the face unlock as well, so you can use face unlock in addition to the fingerprint. And that's about it. So yes, let us know if you do have any other questions. In terms of the pricing, we are expecting this top of the line version, which is about 6 GB RAM, 128 GB storage, and the Kirin 9.